Night.
If music be the food of love, play on. Imogen Stubbs, Helena Bonham Carter, Nigel Hawthorne, and Bing Kingsley star in the lively, lavish comedy Twelfth Night. Good evening and welcome to Saturday Night Cinema's broadcast of the 1996 film version of Shakespeare's classic comedy Twelfth Night, starring Imogen Stubbs, Helena Bonham Carter, Nigel Hawthorne, and Bing Kingsley. I'm your host, Sean Higgins. Twelfth Night is a rare film by Broadway and West End director Trevor Nunn, a three-time Tony winner for his direction of Cats, Les Miserables, and The Life and Adventures of Nicholas Nickleby. Tonight's film, one of only four he's directed, will run 2 hours and 14 delightful minutes and is rated PG. Shakespeare wrote Twelfth Night in 1602 as an entertainment for performance during England's celebration of the 12 days of Christmas, marking the period from Christmas Day to January 6th. It was a period of great revelry, in which enforcement of some laws was relaxed and restrictive social conduct rules were unenforced. Revels, directed by a so-called Lord of Misrule, included not only the performance of plays, but also board games, card playing, dancing, sport, acrobatic performances, and magic acts. It was a brief annual period during which might now be called gender-bending cosplay, pranking and flirting was not uncommon, and sometimes ran amok. A time in which the lines between upstairs and downstairs blurred so that even royals and commoners, princes and courtiers might mix socially and even pretend to exchange places. And it was a time of great feasting, gift-giving, and much drinking, as well as caroling, charity, and prayer. The details of celebration vary greatly from monarch to monarch, even among specific royal families. For example, Twelfth Night revels under King Henry VIII were somewhat less restricted than they were in the reign of his daughter, Queen Elizabeth I, who was on the throne when Shakespeare wrote his play. While the play and tonight's film contain all celebratory elements I just mentioned, neither the film nor play is about the Twelfth Night revels per se. The play was to be performed on Twelfth Night. It is not about Twelfth Night. The story has three main and intertwined plot lines, one centering on the conflicted character Malvolio, played by Nigel Hawthorne, one centering on the love of lovelorn Prince Orsino for the Lady Olivia, and perhaps best known, the mistaken identity plot in which the Lady Olivia falls in love with Viola, who is trapped in male disguise for much of the play. Eventually it all gets sorted out, with many laughs along the way. In terms of cast, I want to focus on the female leads. Imogen Stubbs, who plays Viola as both a woman and a woman disguised as a man, and the incomparable and versatile Helena Bonham Carter, who portrays Olivia, a woman who falls in love with a man who is Viola in disguise. By the way, if you think Stubbs was challenged in this role, think about the challenge faced by all-male Elizabethan acting troupes, in which a male actor cast as Viola had to play a woman trying to disguise herself as a man. Imogen Stubbs is both an actor and a writer. When Twelfth Night was cast, she was also the wife of its knighted director, Trevor Nunn, and so was known by the courtesy title, Lady Stubbs. Twelfth Night was her 10th film. Born in 1961 in Rothbury, Northumberland, England, Stubbs studied at Oxford and the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts. During her studies there, she made her professional debut as Sally Bowles in a regional theater production of Cabaret, closely followed by her film debut in 1982's Privileged, which also marked the screen debut of Hugh Grant. Stubbs was a regular TV performer and starred in the short-lived 1994 British mystery series Anna Lee. At about that time, she also became a regular contributor of adventure stories to Reader's Digest. Stubbs remains active today, her most recent television appearance coming in a 2018 episode of Death in Paradise. Which brings us to Helena Bonham Carter. She was 30 years old when she was cast in Twelfth Night, the 20th of her nearly 70 movie appearances to date, the most recent being in Enola Holmes. Her range is remarkable, from Shakespeare on film productions of Hamlet and Twelfth Night, to blockbusters that include the Harry Potter and Lemony Snicket films, 2 Alice in Wonderland films, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the musical Sweeney Todd and Les Miserables, and Brit-Lit-based classics including E.M. Forster's Maurice, Howard's End, and Where Angels Fear to Tread, as well as Dickens' Great Expectations. Along the way to Oscar nominations and knighthood, she's a commander of the British Empire, she's found herself in serious long-term relationships with talented actor-director Kenneth Branagh and equally talented film director Tim Burton. Bonham Carter, now 66, shows no sign of slowing down, and her best work may well lie ahead of her. Her performance in Twelfth Night, however, remains one of her best, and in fact is definitive for her role. For more about Twelfth Night actor Nigel Hawthorne and the history of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night on film, please watch my extended video commentary at the Saturday Night Cinema blog on ksps.org/SNC or on social media, where you can view, like, share, and comment. You'll also find previous posts by other viewers and by co-hosts Michaela Daniels and Ryan Tucker and our Calgary-based blogger, Movie Maverick Mike. Now, before we head to the land of Illyria, a word about coming attractions. I'll be back on January 9th to bring you Marlon Brando, Eva Marie Saint, and Carl Malden in the 1954 Oscar-winning drama On the Waterfront. But Ryan Tucker will be here on January 2nd to kick off our 2021 season with the big production musical Oliver. That's Ryan and Oliver, January 2nd at 8 on KSPS. Now, until next year, best wishes for the best of holiday seasons and for a most happy new year. Let the revels begin. Somewhere off the coast of Italy, a shipboard entertainment is underway, a storm is approaching, genders will bend, pranks will be played, romance is in the air, and jollity awaits all in Twelfth Night on Saturday Night Cinema.
Warner Brothers Family Entertainment presents
I'll tell thee a tale, now list to me, with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, but merry or sad, which shall it be? For the rain, it raineth every day. Once upon Twelfth Night, or what you will, aboard a ship bound home.